What's up, guys? Welcome back to GoHamDiscGolf. I'm Big John. And before I get on with this video, I want to mention, probably last week sometime, I said that if I got to 100 subscribers, then I'd give away something. And I said it wasn't just going to be a disc, it was going to be something that you guys would probably really look forward to. So, at the time of me shooting this video, I'm at like right under 80 subscribers. So it's pretty much, given that we're going to get to 100 here pretty soon. So what I'm going to do is on November 1st, if I'm at 100 subscribers, which we can pretty much guarantee that it will be, I'm going to give away an Innova competition bag. And yeah, this is a really great bag. It holds about 15 to 20 discs, depending on what you have in there. It's got 2 water bottle holders. It's got 2 outer pockets, 2 inner pockets, a putter pocket, a mini pocket. It's got everything you need. And it's a great bag. So look forward to that. And what I'm going to do, since I'm so close to 100 already, I'll throw this in there. If I get to 200 subscribers by November 1st, then I'll give away the Innova competition bag, and whoever wins that, I'll give them some Innova backsaver straps too. So look forward to that, guys. Now I'm out here on the course, and this is my home course. Somebody mentioned to me, somebody sent me a message on YouTube. They knew which course this was, and they're going to be coming back to the area soon, and hopefully me and this guy will be able to meet up and play a few rounds. So if you, I live in Michigan, right around the Saginaw Midland area. So if anybody watching this comes across it and wants to play a couple rounds, just holler at me. We'll go out and we'll do something. All right, so let's get into what this video is actually about. One of the things that a lot of people that are new to the game of disc golf come across, or an issue that they find, is that they're not sure exactly what the etiquette is. Now, that can be broken up into a few different ways of looking at it. If you're just going down to your home course and you're playing around, and there's a good group of people coming around, there's groups all over the place, then there's a few things you might want to do. Because I think a lot of people will agree with me that disc golf it's a gentleman's game. It's a lot like ball golf, to where, there's respect that should fly all over the place. Disrespectful players are kind of, we don't want anything to do with you guys. But if you're just going to your home course and you're going to play around, and there's other people out there, then there's a few things you might want to think about. A lot of people play with music. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're playing with a group of people and everybody wants to listen to music, then by all means turn it on. If something happens to where you catch up with the group that was in front of you, or somebody catches up with you from behind, you might want to think about turning down or turning off your music, just because you don't want to mess up somebody else's throw just because you were listening to something. Something else that's worth mentioning is that if you're in a group of people that's more than 4 people, or even 4 people, and you got some people or a group behind you that's catching up, go ahead and let those guys through, especially if it's a single player. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been playing out by myself, like shooting video or just playing to practice or have a good time, and I'm stuck behind a group of 6 or 7 guys. And the worst thing is being stuck behind those guys and they don't even recognize you. They don't see that you're there behind them. They don't pay you any mind, and they're throwing 9 different discs on every hole, and they're having a good time. And that's fine. You guys want to have a good time, by all means. That's what the sport is for. But don't do it at the expense of anybody else. If I'm behind you and you're playing slower than I am, just let me pass on through. Now, if you're not playing so casual, but still on the casual side of things, like in a league situation, then there's a couple more things you can add to it. And a lot of you guys watching this will already know this kind of stuff. But some things other people won't know, like the person farthest from the basket or farthest from the pin is the person that should go first. You don't want to jump in front of somebody and throw. Now, that's kind of general, because sometimes it doesn't really matter. If you're trying to finish up a hole quickly, everybody can just clean up their putts, but you want to make sure you don't step on anybody's toes. Another thing that new players might not know is that the person or the team that did better on the previous hole will have the tee pad or the tee box next. That's just a good tip to know. You don't want to jump on somebody's toes there either. Now, one thing you notice is that a lot of people sometimes bring their dog with them to the course. Me personally, Big John's opinion on this is I have no problem at all if somebody brings their dog to the course. We're out in the middle of nature. Bring your dog. If your dog takes a poop somewhere and I step on it, that's kind of my fault for not watching where I'm stepping. If that poop would have been a snake, I'd have been in trouble. So I'm not going to blame you at all. But some people can be really uptight about these things. Some people are scared of dogs. You don't know who you're going to find. There might be a little kid around the bend, and if your dog isn't used to kids, you don't want something to happen. So if I had a dog and it was a dog that was used to being around discs and wasn't going to chase stuff or bark at other golfers or pick up my disc and move it or chew on somebody else's, even if that was the case, I probably still wouldn't bring my dog to the course. Just because, you know, I don't want to cause any issues for anybody else. But that's my take on dogs at the course. Now the last thing I'm going to mention is you know, drinking beer and having a good time. And I think you guys know what I mean by having a good time. This is YouTube, and I don't really want to just come out and say certain things. And we're all adults, or for the most part, we're all adults that watch these videos, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Those guys that take part in those kind of activities. Again, Big John's opinion, I have no issue with it. It's not something that I do, but I have no issue with it. If you've never played disc golf before and you're thinking about going, you can almost expect to see a group of guys or a group of people walking around and taking part in some extracurricular activities. It's not a big deal to me. I would never say anything about it. If that's what they want to do with their time and money, then go for it. I could really care less. But for some people it's an issue, so you might want to be warned. And then as far as drinking beer on the course, I do it sometimes. And in leagues, a couple of leagues that I play in, they're very laid back. Nobody runs around calling foot faults or, you know, trying to make people play in order or anything like that. We don't have bullhorns when the league starts. We all show respect for each other, but a lot of us end up, you know, having a couple of beers while we're playing through leagues. We're here to have a good time in those situations, so it's, you know, we all accept it. But be careful, you know, if you're playing with somebody you never played with before, or you're just joining a new league, I wouldn't walk up and light up a joint and, you know, pop your beer can at the same time and, you know, expect people to accept it. You know, take it easy, be cool, and play it by ear. That's all I got for this video. When you're on the disc golf course, don't forget to just be respectful of people. You don't want to be tagged as one of those guys that's rude and other people don't want to play with. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. If you're not entered into the contest or the giveaways that I released yesterday, check out those videos. I'll put the links in the description for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to go ham.